So let's continue on and speak with Thancred to take on our next level lady main story quest entitled On Low Tide. His stomach behaving once more, Thancred is ready to get to work. Right, let's split up and make inquiries in town. Rika, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can regroup by the Aetheryte, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Why is that? Still worried that the Aether sickness is going to give you a hard time? Anyway, let's make our way through the town. We'll go ahead and make our intentions known to the gemstone trader. And then we'll head down to the docks. So we see a crate of fruit right away. As we stand on some sacks. The crate is laden with fruit, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they've been left too long. Meanwhile, further down... Yeah, nothing in particular, we could just stare out at the pier. And give ourselves a good vantage point of what this place looks like. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you've visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. I wonder why that is. Then we have Gina Leal over here we can speak to. Hello there. Can you help me?
What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kolzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kolzal a visit. He'll be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Salts, the Harbour Guild building across from the water there.
Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can find anyone else. We can find Kefaraz over here, hanging out on one of the boats. Hello there, sir. Or madam, or wherever you are. Yeah, you're a guy. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Nuranair. Or if it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us only the gods know. And that's not good. So let's go and speak with this Kolzal. Man with a rhyming name. Not quite unlike the Lalafels, but he's no Lalafel as you can see. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Can I speak with you? Yeah, talking to one of his merchants, I guess. The Damascans aren't coming! But we already have everything they ordered! What are we supposed to do with it?
I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that the plans have changed and that's that. Look, you might have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Oh, but this will be an enormous loss! Alright. Forget about the Damascans. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Oh, thanks, Bubba. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed! I know all of these things, Kolzal, I do! Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. Yeah, what are you possibly going to do? And you are? Yeah, sorry I'm butting in on your conversation. Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant! I'm afraid I'm not that kind of person, sorry. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Yeah, and back to business. Excuse me? Who goes there? My name is Matsya, and I'm here to see Kozol. Yeah, we got an elephant Matanga joining us, but as you can see, he's very preoccupied. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Yeah, the way he trudges off. Yeah, that could have been the big break he was looking for. And Kozol is completely oblivious if that's the case. So yeah, let's go ahead and speak with this Matsya here. Hello there, big guy. Yeah, don't step on me. Yes, can I help you? Well, actually, I want to help you. Oh, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kozol too, did you? I'm Matsya, a fisherman of Akioli, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kozol, who's officer to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man and I dare not disturb him. Well, in the meantime, we'll take our 448,800 experience points, 775 gil, plus a level 80 hand chest coffer thing. Yeah, we're really trying to sell it as much as we can, which is more than we can say for what's going on here. So let's go ahead and speak with Matsya again to take on our next level 80 main story quest entitled A Fisherman's Friend. Matsya regards you nervously. If I may ask, what is it that you do? Well, this is what I do, actually. An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Kozol, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? This is kind of out of my comfort zone, but I guess I can. If you're willing, please let me know and we can begin at once. Alright then. This events to follow cannot be skipped. But let's have Matsya join us. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers? I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yedlamad. I will observe you and learn. So now Matsya is now accompanying you. So, let's be on our way. Let's head to our first person of interest, who's out at the end of the dock. And let's take the big lugging Matanga on over here. Hopefully he's not scared by mice. So, Mr. Maruna. Yes? Yeah. So, we got options to make this happen, but if you pick the wrong one, you automatically lose the opportunity to make a sale. So, I have not done all of these successfully yet, but I have done one of them correctly. So, the other 2 I'm pretty much winging it. So, I know that the first option is not correct. So, I'm going to go with option number 2, which is, greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you too. I suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing what they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. May remain there for now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. Yeah, too risky out there. Maybe you ought to move to the city too, but there's no place like home. Don't do anything dangerous, eh? Yeah, let's go with this option.
Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they don't deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives. To the days that way you could earn as much as you gave, and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Yeah, speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Or, yeah, we don't want to discourage this. We want to encourage the fresh fish sale. Fresh fish, you say? Yes, indeed, sir. Oh, you're a fishmonger. Well, not quite. Well, when you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. And for that, I'll pass the honor over to Mr. Matsuya here.
Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is Shallow's cod, delectable stewed in coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt.
And here you go. You succeeded in making a sale. 1 down, 2 to go. Next. Yeah, next we'll head on over to our second person who we're going to try and make a deal with. Now, this was the only person beforehand that I actually succeeded with. I just hope I can remember the sequence needed. Where are you? Over to Nashreen. Hello there. So we have another Aura to talk to. Yeah, hello there.
A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Amra. Let's say it doesn't. They don't need to be export quality.
Yeah. Why do you need so many Amra for?
Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I am a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry.
Yeah. Are you sure you're actually hungry? Yeah, I think this was the choice I had.
You know, when I think on it, I'm not so sure. Rather than hungry, perhaps I've been feeling unfulfilled, and I tried to fill the void by gorging on food I like.
Yeah. Do you like fish?
Fish? I do like fish, as a matter of fact. Why do you ask?
Well, actually.
Oh, so you're a fishmonger. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Yeah, you thought I was a fruit vendor.
Seeing as you're here, do you happen to have Akyali sardine? They're perfect in a spicy soup.
Well, let's turn over to this guy for the answer.
We certainly do, madam, and if you like it spicy, I also recommend them pickled in oil with a generous amount of chilies. Oh, that does sound like a wonderful challenge. I didn't have fish in mind at first, but I dare say I'll enjoy these. Thank you.
And so there we go. Sale number 2. And now for the third one. Let's head on over north of the Aetherites to get to where we need to go next. Yeah, it's quite a bit of distance out, but we'll get to where we need to be. It's going to be right over here in this particular estate. So, around the corner. And find Bazama. Yeah, these Aura are everywhere. Hello there. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, God, my stomach! Ugh! Aethel sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Yeah, you should take it easier. Eat more slowly and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can, the better to be prepared. Yeah, what industrious man you are, how do you intend to prepare? Yeah, I think I went with the second choice before. By stockpiling supplies. By stockpiling supplies. For that I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. Yeah, how about some fresh fishery supplies? If they're fresh cut. Ah, well, fish wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I'd rather buy stuff that's ready to store. So I'm afraid I'll have to pass on your fish. Now if you excuse me, I must be getting back to work. Ah. Yeah, I still haven't beat this one yet. And we were so close!
Too bad we couldn't make a sale, but we did manage to build something of a relationship. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was a truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier.
Yeah, at least you know the correct answer, what that'll be if you ever do this yourself. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I can't drive or else I'll leave him behind. What am I doing? Yeah, that's something we don't want to have happen. Yeah, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, man, we were so close. Yeah, I stepped on the gas a little too early. Alright, Matsuya.
Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You did manage to sell two of the three people you approached. Adventurers do indeed have great conversational skills. Watching you at work was very enlightening. By applying the lessons I've learned, I hope to one day peddle as well to you. Or as well as you, rather. Yeah. Glad we can help you out. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that these things will return to normal for Kozol soon.
I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should be but Matsuya? Oh, we actually got you to come out there, Kozol? Yeah, hi there.
Kozol, have you finished your business at the guild?
So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options. At this rate.
So you can't buy my fish anymore?
Yeah, sad face. I'm sorry, Matsuya. I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods.
But by myself I can't.
Didn't my help give you what you needed? I want to help you, I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I can't. I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness.
Kozol.
Yeah, how do we help?
Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage. Somehow. Well, I'd best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road.
And so away he goes. Yeah. He's basically the summary of what's going on around here in this place. And someone is popping a wheelie in their regalia. Yeah, you show off those wheelie skills. Meanwhile, let's get over to Thancred.
I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust.
Yeah, we have, actually. Quite a bit.
I see. We've also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent.
For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thoughts to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telefroi. So we'll take our experience and our 1,135 gil. Now we'll turn stuff over to Estinian here, and take on our next level 80 main story quest entitled House of Divinities. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Estinian. That Matsif fellow you were helping, he's Arca Sodara, is he not? Apparently it is almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? Yeah, it seems like a dangerous thing. If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it does stand to reason that Arca Sodara would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. Well, we better go after him. Archiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Car's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Meanwhile, I believe this is a fellow dragoon standing behind me with quite a fancy trident. Yeah, what is this thing you have glamored? You have... Oh, it's one of the relic weapons from Heavensward, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's go. And of course, we'll take on the various side quests after we've taken on the main ones. But for now, let's go and see if we can catch up to Matsuya. You do not see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. So yeah, since we're kind of getting into the field here, probably best that we dress for battle just in case. And so off we go. And yeah, while there are Arca Sodara, there are also wild elephants here that we have the opportunity to fight if need be. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. So let's make our way over to the destination and chill out for a while. You do not see Matsuya from here either. No! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help! Matsuya's voice came from the north. So that's where we shall go. Get a move on! Yeah, get a move on before it's too late. Around the corner and find him under attack. That's some of my chocobo. A little extra help. Alright, let's get in there. Yeah, break it up, break it up. Take this. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna spear you in the gut. And a little speed boost ain't gonna help you, cause that's death for you, sir. Yeah, hey Matsuya, we got you. We got your back. Yeah, you're just fine now. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? You were in danger. We came to save you, man. I see you found him in time. Yeah, indeed we did. Yeah, we heard your cries for help. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We heard that the Arca Sodara were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean is all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. Yeah, you need a guard. a question if I may. Yeah, tell it. Ask it. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these things? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. Yeah, we've heard about that before. As we look off at the tower, doing its thing. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means. But that is not divine by any means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we will learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish! Oh, think nothing of it. But to answer your question, yes, of course, we will gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So, please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit to Akyali? I agree with that assessment. Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. And so away he goes. Yeah, let's have a look at the Big Ugly. So the simulacra of the Thavnarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanashar imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. As well as anyone else, for that matter. Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods like as not. Like you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Akyali. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. And we're off as the sun begins to set here in Thavnair. Yeah, first impressions on what everyone thinks of this place. I mean, the thing that stands out in the wild like a sore thumb here are the purple rocks. They kind of make me think of the purple trees from over in Lakeland and Shadowbringers. Yeah, is it possible that these things are solid amethyst or something? So let's head on down to this little fishing village. There's Oriange speaking with a local, and I'll be doing the same with Matzia. Welcome to Akyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start off with Kanga and all Hasveda. They're free at the moment as it happens. Alright, and they should probably, since combat is not required currently, dress down a little. Yeah, we have Kanga here over at the fish drying nets. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know where it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Manusya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Mirga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Well, that's quite a lot of information right out of the gate. And it's the Stenian stairs of the beach. Let's go around this boat and find Heavensward. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Manusia and the Mirga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusia, the Mirga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Yeah, you heard that right. Likewise, the Manusia coveted the might of the Mirga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Yeah, can you imagine that happening in real life? Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusia have worn animal faces, and the Mirga the limbs of men. Yeah, not creepy at all. Yeah, let's head on back over to Matsya.
There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust?
Indeed we have.
While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once.
Alright. And so, later that afternoon, as we're talking to the boys... Here he comes.
Apologies for the wait. I wished to show you this hanging scroll, which depicts 3 of our most revered deities.
By all means, we should like to see it. Alright then. Let's have a look. And here they are.
They are Manusia. You heard of them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sindaruva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Minduruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune.
Yeah, if the names sound familiar, there is a clue to them if you play previous Final Fantasies. In like fashion to the Manusia, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Mirga, if I may ask?
The Mirga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaia's head, and he is venerated by the as the progenitor of the Akasodara. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history.
Is that so?
Yeah, look who immediately perks up. You worship dragons too? It is said that an ancestor of the satrap, thus the ruler of Razat Han, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if the satrap is ever in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid.
Dragon ally? Yeah, I mean, you've kind of picked up one of your own in Tiamat.
You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success.
Right. I believe it's time we start our Kraz acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kral's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. And so we'll go there after taking our experience and 1,095 gil. And away they go.